Welcome everyone to today's session where we are diving deep into the strategies that can transform your PhD journey, particularly dealing with challenging dissertation committee members. Now, we all know that securing committee approval can often feel like navigating a complex web. But what if I told you there are proven strategies that can guarantee your success within just 30 days? Yes, you heard it right. And today, I am going to share these insights with you. Let me start with a little story from my own PhD days. Picture this. I was sitting in a virtual, cramped, stuffy room, sitting across from three of the most intimidating experts in my field, all ready to pick apart my research, which I had painstakingly developed over the previous 6 months and year. The initial feedback was brutal, questioning the very foundation of my dissertation. It was a make or break moment, but instead of buckling under pressure, I used specific strategies to turn my situation around. And by the end of my defense, not only had I secured approval, but also glowing recommendations on my approach and innovative research methods. This pivotal experience was not just about survival, it became a cornerstone of my academic and professional development. In this video, we are going to break down how you can replicate this success by understanding your committee's expectations, mastering the art of effective communication, and turning potential confrontations into constructive dialogues. Whether you're just starting out or you are halfway through your PhD, the techniques I'm about to share are designed to streamline your process and foster positive relationships with even the most difficult committee members. Here at Writers ER, we specialize in helping PhD and master students like you not only survive but thrive through their dissertation process. So we've developed a proven blueprint that has helped hundreds and thousands of students across the country navigate their committee challenges and secure approval in record time. Today, you will learn these exact steps. First, we will explore the importance of doing your homework on each committee member's academic interests and personalities. Understanding who they are and what they care about can make a world of difference in how you present your research. Next, we will discuss strategies for establishing and maintaining positive communication, ensuring you're seen as a proactive and responsive researcher. Regular updates and strategic responsiveness to feedback can significantly enhance your standing with the committee. We will also cover effective ways to handle criticism. No one enjoys being told their work has flaws, but there are ways to turn critique into a powerful tool for improving your dissertation and building trust with your committee. And finally, we will go through preparing for your final presentation, where making a strong impression can seal the deal for your PhD approval. Now, if you find the strategies that we discussed today compelling and think they could be the key to unlocking your dissertation success, I encourage you to visit our website, linked in the description below, and schedule a call with one of our admission counselors. We can map out a personalized dissertation roadmap tailored just for you, ensuring that you not only meet but exceed expectations of your dissertation committee. Remember, your relationship with your dissertation committee doesn't have to be adversarial. With the right approach, it can be a collaborative and enriching experience that prepares you for a successful academic and professional career. So stay tuned as we dive into our first major point, which is understanding your committee's background and expectations. This is where your journey to guaranteed PhD approval begins, armed with knowledge and a strategic approach that sets you apart from your peers. So the first part is that I'm going to talk to you about is the importance of identifying the committee members' backgrounds. Understanding the backgrounds and interests of your dissertation committee members is not just a formality. It's a strategic necessity that can drastically influence the trajectory of your PhD journey. Imagine walking into a battlefield without knowing anything about your opponent's strengths or tactics. you wouldn't stand much of a chance, would you? The same goes for navigating your dissertation defense. Knowing your committee's academic backgrounds, research interests, and even their pet peeves can turn what feels like an interrogation into a constructive dialogue tailored to meet their expectations. Why is this knowledge so crucial? Well, each committee member brings a unique perspective shaped by their academic journey, research focus, and personal inclinations towards certain methodologies or topics. By understanding these elements, you can anticipate potential questions, align your dissertation more closely with their interests, and articulate your arguments in a way that resonates with them personally and professionally. So let's explore remember to review the publications, especially the most recent or notable works, to get a sense of their research priorities and theoretical preferences. You also want to pay attention to the themes, conflicts, and methodologies that they've explored. University websites, academic networking sites like ResearchGate or Google Scholar are valuable resources here. Additionally, attending lectures or talks they give can provide insights into their current interests and the type of rhetoric they use when discussing research. It's also helpful to observe how they critique other students during seminars or discussions, as this can give you clues on how they might evaluate your work. Now, let's consider 5 key examples where understanding committee backgrounds has directly influenced dissertation strategies. The first example that I'll give is, I remember a student, hearing a student talk about how they once noticed that her committee chair published extensively on qualitative research methods. Despite her dissertation initially leaning towards quantitative methods, she decided to incorporate a robust qualitative component, which facilitated a deeper discussion during her defense about her methodological choices. This not only demonstrated her flexibility, but it also aligned her work more closely with her chair's expertise, making her arguments more persuasive. Example 2, another student found out that one of his committee members had recently worked on environmental ethics. He skillfully integrated an environmental angle into his engineering dissertation, which not only broadened the appeal of his study, but also engaged this member's interests directly, leading to enthusiastic support for his innovative approach. Example 3, a student learned through a university lecture that one of her committee members was very critical of studies that did not consider socioeconomic variables. So she preemptively revised her data analysis sections to address these concerns, which helped avoid potential pitfalls during her defense and during her dissertation. Example 4, upon discovering that a committee member valued interdisciplinary research, a student incorporated case studies from different fields to complement her primary data. This approach enriched her dissertation and showcased her ability to engage complex, cross-disciplinary, and academic dialogues. Example 5, finding another student who was aware of his committee's conservative stance on certain political issues, carefully navigated around potentially contentious aspects of this political science dissertation. He presented his findings in a manner that emphasized data and analysis over more sensitive political implications, thereby maintaining a focus on his research's academic merit rather than his political sensitivities. Each of these examples demonstrates the power of tailored knowledge. So by aligning aspects of your dissertation with the specific interests and backgrounds of your committee members, you not only show respect for their work, but also strategically enhance the receptiveness of your dissertation committee and during your dissertation defense presentation. Now let's talk about how you can recognize personality traits and common communication styles. Once you've gained a solid understanding of your dissertation committee members' academic backgrounds and research interests, the next crucial step is to recognize their individual personality traits and communication styles. This understanding is pivotal because it directly influences how you engage with them, ensuring smoother interactions and a more productive feedback loop during the dissertation process. Now, I'm sure many of you may be in online programs, and that's more prevalent now. So being intentional in learning this is going to be key for you. The key here is adaptation. Just as a skilled captain adjusts the sails to the wind to navigate the seas smoothly, you too can adjust your communication strategies to fit the unique personalities and communication styles of your committee members. This approach is not about manipulation, it's about fostering genuine understanding and respect, which are the foundations of any successful academic relationship. So, let's explore some foundational and fundamental personality types and how you can adjust your communication to align with each style. While these are just general categories, they provide a useful framework for anticipating and planning your interactions. The first type that we'll talk about today is the analytical thinker. Analytical thinkers are detail-oriented and value logic and precision. They are often skeptical of broad claims not supported by data. So here's how you can adjust to that. When communicating with an analytical thinker, be precise and use data to back up your claims. Prepare your meetings by having detailed notes and anticipating questions that may arise about your methodology or data analysis. Here's an example. Suppose your committee chair is an analytical thinker who questions the validity of your research tools. You would benefit from preparing a detailed justification for your choice of tools, supported by peer-reviewed research and pilot testing results, rather than just providing a general rationale. The second type is the big picture visionary. Visionaries are interested in how your research fits into the larger framework of your field. They are less concerned the minutia and more with overarching themes and innovative approaches. So here's how you can adjust to that. Focus your discussions on implications of your research and its potential to drive change or inspire further study. You want to use visuals like diagrams and flowcharts that outline how your work connects with a broader academic conversations. Here's an example of that. If a committee member loves discussing future research directions, ensure that your presentations highlight how your dissertation opens new pathways for further investigation, potentially using visual aids to map out possible future studies. Number 3, the pragmatists. Pragmatists are grounded and practical. We know this. They appreciate research that has tangible applications and clear utility. So here's how you can adjust to that. When dealing with pragmatists, emphasize practical applications of your research. Be prepared to discuss how your work can be implemented in real-world settings or contribute to existing bodies of knowledge in practical ways. Here's an example. For a pragmatist on your committee, prepare a section of your presentation dedicated to discussing the real-world implications of your findings, possibly including case studies or scenarios where your research could be applied. Number 4, the people-oriented leader. This type of committee member values relationships and may focus on collaborative aspects of your research, such as team contributions or ethical considerations. Here's how you can adjust to that. Highlight any collaborative efforts involved in your research and the ethical implications or benefits of your work. You want to be open and empathetic in your communication, recognizing the contributions of others in your research. Here's an example. When preparing for a meeting with a people-oriented leader, include acknowledgement of team members' contributions and discuss ethical considerations thoroughly. Showing a strong commitment to integrity in your research process is going to go a long way. Number 5, the dynamic innovator. Innovators are always looking for unique angles and may challenge you to think outside the box or push boundaries of your field. So here's how you can adjust. Be open to feedback from these committee members and be prepared to discuss unconventional ideas or approaches. You want to show flexibility in your thinking and be prepared to explore new angles that may enrich your research. So here's an example. If an innovator challenges the methodology that you choose because it's traditional, be prepared to discuss alternative methods, even if you decide not to use them. This shows openness to innovation and a thoughtful consideration of different approaches. So, understanding and adapting to these personality types can ultimately transform potentially challenging interactions into opportunities for deeper insight and more meaningful feedback. This adaptive approach not only smooths your path to dissertation approval, but also enriches your professional relationships, providing a foundation for future academic collaboration. At Writers ER, we understand the complexity of navigating these diverse personalities and offer tailored advice and resources to help you communicate effectively with each member of your dissertation committee. If you're looking for more personalized strategies, our team is ready to help you develop a communication plan that resonates with your committee's unique dynamics. Next, we will dive into how to establish early communication effectively, ensuring that you set a positive tone right from the start of your dissertation journey. So stay tuned as I continue to equip you with the tools that you need for a guaranteed PhD approval. So let's talk about establishing early communication. Having explored how to recognize and adapt to the personality traits and communication styles of your dissertation committee members, it's going to be essential to consider the next critical step, establishing early communication. This stage is about more than just making a good first impression. It's about setting the tone for your entire dissertation process. It lays the groundwork for mutual respect. It sets clear expectations, ensuring a smoother journey toward your PhD completion. When we talk about setting the tone, we're focusing on creating an environment of openness, respect, and professionalism from the very beginning. This initial interaction can ultimately and significantly influence how your committee perceives you and your work. So a positive start can make your path easier, while a misstep here could increase your hurdles significantly. So let's talk about why establishing early communication effectively is crucial and how it can impact your dissertation journey. We will also explore some successful tactics for initiating these conversations backed by real-life examples that demonstrate these strategies in action. Understanding the importance of early communication is critical. The first meetings with your dissertation committee are your opportunity to present yourself not just as a student, but as a budding scholar. These interactions are about more than conveying your research. They are about demonstrating your ability to engage thoughtfully with criticism, articulate your ideas clearly, and show respect for the academic process. So, effective early communication ultimately helps to clarify the scope of your research, the methodologies you intend to use, and the outcomes you hope to achieve. It also provides a platform to establish what you expect from your committee members in terms of feedback and support, and equally what they expect from you. So next up, let's talk about some strategies for effective early communication. One of the key strategies is obviously preparation. Before your first meeting, thoroughly review your proposal and be ready to discuss your research plan in detail. This shows that you are organized and committed, qualities that build confidence in your capabilities. Another strategy is to ask meaningful questions. This not only clarifies any uncertainties you might have, but also engages your committee members and shows your eagerness to view your work from multiple perspectives. Additionally, be receptive to initial feedback. Show that you value their expertise by listening actively and responding thoughtfully to their suggestions or concerns. This responsiveness encourages a collaborative rather than confrontational relationship. So, 5 examples of successful early communication tactics include the following. Scheduling a pre-meeting. One of the most successful PhD candidates that I've worked with schedule informal coffee meetings with each committee member before the formal process began. This relaxed setting helped establish a rapport and provided a friendly space to discuss the dissertation's direction, easing into a more formal relationship. The second thing is having a clear agenda. Another student always provided a clear agenda before meetings, outlining discussion points in specific areas where they saw feedback. This preparedness ensured that meetings were focused and productive, maximizing the value of time spent with each committee member. Then there's the feedback loop. A third student implemented a structured feedback loop from the very start. After each meeting, they sent a brief summary of the discussion to their committee members, noting any agreed upon changes or actions. This not only kept everyone on the same page, but it also demonstrated the students' proactive nature and commitment to the project. Then there's progress updates. Another effective approach was regular progress updates. Even outside of scheduled meetings, the student would update committee members on key milestones or changes. This ongoing communication kept the committee engaged and informed, which facilitated smoother formal meetings. Then there's personalized communications. Recognizing that each committee member might prefer different communication styles, one student tailored their emails and meeting presentations according to the preferences of each member, where some received more detailed data-driven updates, while others were given more broader summaries focusing on theoretical implications. Incorporating early communication into your strategy is crucial in this way. So, by implementing these tactics, isn't just about making your life easier, it's about enhancing the quality of the feedback you receive and building a foundation for mutual respect and understanding throughout your PhD journey. Remember, the goal here is to foster a professional relationship that will not only guide you through your dissertation, but also potentially benefit you for your future career. For those of you who may find it challenging to implement these strategies effectively, remember that Writers ER is ultimately here to help. We offer personalized guidance on maintaining professional relationships tailored specifically to your academic environments. Our experts can provide you with the tools and insights to ensure that your early communication sets a positive, productive tone for your dissertation process. So, stay tuned as we explore the next critical aspect of your dissertation journey: how to keep your committee informed through regular updates and responsible adjustments. This not only maintains the positive momentum that you've started, but also demonstrates your ongoing commitment to your research and professional growth. So let's talk about these regular updates and responsive adjustments. After establishing the initial communication with the dissertation committee, the journey doesn't just stop here. One of the most critical ongoing tasks that you will undertake during your dissertation process is providing regular updates and making responsive adjustments based on the feedback that you receive. This practice is not merely a bureaucratic necessity. It's a strategic approach to building and maintaining a healthy, productive relationship with your committee. It ensures that they are not just spectators in your academic journey, but active participants whose insights and suggestions help steer your research towards success. So, why are regular updates so crucial, you may ask? Firstly, they keep your committee engaged with your project, ensuring that they understand your progress and the direction that you're taking. This ongoing dialogue makes it much easier to incorporate their feedback effectively, as they see how your contributions are being actualized in real time. Additionally, these updates can serve as a preventive measure against potential misunderstandings or misalignments that could evolve into significant issues down the line, such as extended delay, which costs you more money and time. So let's discuss some of the methods that you can employ to ensure that your updates are as effective as possible, and explore examples of how these tactics have helped others in their dissertation processes. So here are some effective methods for regular updates. The key to effective updates is consistency and clarity. You want to ensure that your communications are regular, whether bi-weekly or monthly or quarterly, depending on your intensity of the intensity of your research phase, and that they clearly articulate what has been accomplished and what steps are next. These updates can ultimately take various forms, such as written reports, presentations, or even informal discussions during committee meetings. One effective method is to structure your updates around specific milestones within your dissertation timeline. This approach not only helps you to organize your progress more systematically, but also aligns your updates with the expectations set out at the beginning of your research. So incorporating visual aids such as charts, graphs, and timelines can significantly enhance the clarity of your updates, especially when dealing with complex data or detailed project phases. Visuals help abstract ideas become more tangible and digestible, making it easier for committee members to grasp the nuances of your progress and provide targeted feedback. So let's talk about responsive adjustments, how you can use responsive adjustments based on feedback. Responsive adjustments are about taking the feedback from your updates and turning it into actionable change in your dissertation process. This responsiveness shows that you value the committee's input and are flexible enough to adapt your approach, which can significantly enhance their support for your work. When you receive feedback, categorize it into what can be immediately implemented, what needs further investigation, and what might be incorporated into future phases of your dissertation. This structured approach to feedback ensures nothing is overlooked and that all suggestions are considered and addressed appropriately. So here are 5 examples of successful regular updates and responsive adjustments. Number 1, preventing scope creep. A PhD candidate in psychology used regular updates to keep her committee aligned with her research scope. When one member suggested an interesting yet tangible research question, she was able to discuss this within her next update, explaining how incorporating this would affect her timeline and focus. The committee agreed to keep the original scope, thus preventing scope creep and ensuring the research remained focused and manageable. Integrating new research methods is another. In another instance, a history student received feedback about adopting a digital archival method to enhance his research depth. He explored this method, integrated it into his process, and updated the committee on the impact in his next report. This not only improved his dissertation, but also demonstrated his responsiveness to innovative research methods. Then there's adjusting timelines. A science student found that during her experiments that her initial timeline was overly optimistic. In her monthly update, she presented a revised timeline based on realistic progress and anticipated challenges, which her committee approved. This proactive communication helped manage expectations and maintain trust. Then there's refining data analysis techniques. During one update, a committee member suggested a different statistical analysis technique that could ultimately yield a more nuanced insights. The candidate reviewed this technique, applied it, and shared the results in the next update. The new method provided significant improvements in the clarity of the results, enhancing the overall quality of her dissertation. One economic student that I once came in contact with received feedback that his literature review lacked certain critical analysis of recent trends affecting his research topic. So by the next update, he had addressed these gaps, enriching the context of his study and demonstrating his commitment to comprehensive scholarship. As we continue to navigate the intricacies of the dissertation process, remember that the goal of regular updates and responsive adjustments is to forge a path of success that is supported by a foundation of clear, open communication and mutual respect. Your ability to effectively manage this aspect of your research can define your experience and success in completing your PhD. So for those looking for further guidance on maintaining effective communication with their dissertation committee, Writers ER offers personalized support and resources tailored to your unique academic needs. We understand the nuances of academic relationships and can help you establish a communication rhythm that works best for your research and personal style. So, up next, we will dive into how to deal with criticism constructively, turning potential setbacks into powerful learning opportunities that propel your dissertation forward. So, stay tuned as we explore these strategies, ensuring your success in your dissertation process. So, as we've explored the importance of maintaining regular updates and making responsive adjustments based on feedback from your dissertation committee, it is crucial that you have a systematic approach to tackling these interactions. This is where our supporting worksheets come into play. They're not just tools, but your roadmap to navigating the complex dynamics of committee feedback and ensuring you stay on track with your PhD goals. These worksheets I'm about to introduce not only designed to help you meticulously record every significant interaction with your committee members, but also the feedback that they provide and the adjustments you've implemented. This methodical tracking is essential because it not only helps you to see the progression of your dissertation, but also ensures that no valuable piece of advice slips through the cracks. So let's talk about how the worksheets work. The worksheets are structured to be intuitive and user-friendly, catering specifically to the needs of PhD candidates like yourself engaged in a rigorous dissertation process. So here's how they work. First, you have an interaction log. The first worksheet that you can get access to is dedicated to logging committee interactions, whether it's a formal meeting, an email exchange, or an impromptu discussion. Every communication with the committee member is recorded here. This is where you will note the date, the type of interaction, and the main points discussed. This log will help you keep a chronological record of advice and suggestions that have shaped your research. Then you have the feedback recording sheet. Following the interaction log, there's a dedicated space for detailed feedback. Here you can enter the insights and critiques from each committee member. More importantly, this worksheet is designed to help you categorize feedback into themes, methodology, literature, data analysis, etc. This categorization makes it easier for you to address each feedback point systematically. Then there's the action items and adjustments worksheet. Perhaps the most critical part of the worksheet focuses on the actions that you take based on the feedback. In this worksheet, you will record the specific adjustments that you've made to your dissertation, referencing the feedback that prompted these changes. And not only it helps you in tracking the responsiveness, but also in evaluating the impact of these adjustments on your research. Then you have the outcome tracking worksheet, where there's a section for you to note the outcomes of implementing these changes. Did the adjustments address the concerns raised? What was the reaction of the committee member in your next interaction? This outcome tracking can be very rewarding and insightful, providing a clear view of how your project evolves over time in response to expert guidance. Using the worksheets to enhance your dissertation journey can be a game changer. The real power of these worksheets lies in their ability to turn every piece of feedback into a stepping stone towards the successful completion of your dissertation. By keeping a detailed record, you not only prepare yourself better, for future interactions, but also build a comprehensive overview of your dissertation's development. This can be immensely beneficial, not just during your PhD, but also during your future academic and professional endeavors. So I strongly encourage you to download the worksheets from the description below and start integrating them into your regular interactions with their dissertation committee. They are designed to be a dynamic tool that adapts to the specific needs of your research, enabling you to capture the essence of every feedback cycle and turn it into actionable insights. For those of you who might feel overwhelmed by the complexity of managing such detailed records, remember that this is precisely what can set you apart in the rigorous world of academic research. And for additional support, Writers ER is always here to guide you. We offer personalized coaching and resources tailored to your specific academic needs, helping you to navigate the dissertation process with confidence and strategic insight. So as we move forward, we will explore how to handle criticism constructively, ensuring that you not only respond effectively, but also use it as a catalyst for profound academic growth. So stay tuned as I dive deeper into transforming challenges into opportunities, making your dissertation journey not just successful, but also a profound learning experience. So let's talk about how to deal with criticism constructively. Dealing with criticism is an inherent part of the academic journey, especially when you're working on something as significant as a dissertation. It's essential to learn how to handle critique constructively, as this will ultimately not only refine your research, but also enhance your personal growth as a scholar. So today we will explore effective techniques for processing and understanding criticism without defensiveness, and how you can transform potentially your research process and ultimately gain approval. First off, it's important to recognize that academic criticism, while sometimes harsh, is intended to strengthen your work. Your dissertation committee's primary goal is to ensure that your research meets the rigorous standards of scholarly work. Their feedback, therefore, is not a personal attack usually, but critical input aimed at elevating the quality of your dissertation. One of the first techniques in handling criticism constructively is active listening. This means listening to understand, not to immediately reply. When receiving feedback, focus on the content of what is being said rather than the tone or the emotional part of the delivery. This approach will ultimately help you to extract the constructive elements of the critique without feeling attacked. Next, you want to always respond thoughtfully. Take a moment to process the feedback, perhaps even asking for a brief pause or scheduling a follow-up meeting to discuss the points more thoroughly after you've had a chance to reflect. This shows that you take the feedback seriously and are committed to improving your work based on their suggestions. Another effective technique is to ask clarifying questions. If a piece of criticism is not clear, inquire politely about specific details. This not only ensures you understand the feedback correctly, but also demonstrates your openness to dialogue and your genuine desire to make the necessary adjustments. Finally, acknowledge the validity of the feedback where appropriate. This doesn't mean you have to agree with everything, but showing that you recognize the value of the comments can go a long way in maintaining a positive and constructive relationship with your committee. Now let's explore how you can turn the critique you receive into actionable steps that tangibly enhance your dissertation. First off, you want to document all feedback, which we've discussed previously. Keeping a detailed record of the critiques allows you to track patterns in the feedback. So here's where you can identify areas that need more attention and ensure that you address each point thoroughly in your revisions. Number two, you want to prioritize the feedback. Not all criticism will have the same impact on your dissertation. and ultimately the overall quality. So you want to decide which feedback is most critical to your research objectives and prioritize those in your revisions. Finally, you want to develop a plan for each piece of critical feedback. You want to outline specific actions that you will take to address each point, whether it involves additional research, rewriting sections of your work, or altering your research methodology. This plan will not only improve your dissertation, but also demonstrate your proactive engagement with the committee's feedback. So let's consider 5 real-life examples of how PhD candidates have successfully turned criticism into significant improvements in their dissertation. Enhancing methodological rigor. After receiving feedback that her methodology lacked depth, one candidate revised her approach to include a more comprehensive data collection process by integrating both quantitative and qualitative methods. This not only addressed the committee's concerns, but also enriched her data, leading to more robust conclusions. Then you have the importance of clarifying theoretical frameworks. A candidate was criticized for having an unclear theoretical framework. He took this feedback to heart, dedicating time to further literature review and discussions with an expert in his field. The revised dissertation featured a much clearer and much better alignment with established theories, significantly strengthening his arguments. Another student received feedback that her literature review was too narrow, so she expanded her review to include additional sources and perspectives, which not only appeased the committee, but also gave her a deeper understanding of her research context. Then you have refining data analysis techniques. Criticism about superficial data analysis prompted one doctoral candidate to learn advanced statistical techniques. The new methods provided more nuanced insights and substantially increased the scholarly value of her work. Then there's strengthening discussion and conclusions. After being told that his conclusions were weak, one candidate took the time to reevaluate his results in the context of his research questions and theoretical framework. His revised chapter offered deeper insights and made a stronger case for the significance of his findings. In each of these cases, the students used the feedback to make concrete improvements that enhance the quality and impact of their dissertations. For those who may find the process of transforming criticism into positive changes, like I just discussed with the example students, Writers ER provides support and resources to help you navigate this complex terrain. Our experts can guide you in interpreting feedback constructively and developing a responsive action plan that aligns with your academic goals. So, as we continue to explore the nuances of the dissertation journey, remember that each piece of criticism is an opportunity for your growth. So stay tuned as I dive deeper into how to utilize your committee's insights to not only advance your academic work, but also foster personal and professional development. So, navigating the academic journey of a PhD, we understand can sometimes lead to conflicts, whether due to misunderstandings, differing expectations, or the intense pressure to excel. Conflicts, if left unresolved, can stagnate your progress and lead to stressful interactions. So today, I'm going to dive deeper into effective strategies for conflict resolution that can help you maintain a harmonious relationship with your dissertation committee. I will also share role play scenarios demonstrating these strategies in action, offering a practical glimpse into how they can be applied. Conflicts in academic settings often stem from miscommunications, conflicting interests, or just stress. So recognizing the root cause is the first step toward resolution. It helps in addressing the real issues rather than getting caught up in the emotional responses or surface level disagreements. So here are some steps for effective conflict resolution. Number 1, stay calm and composed. Begin by managing your own emotions. Staying calm not only helps in thinking clearly, but also prevents the situation from escalating by reacting impulsively. Number 2, listen actively. Listen to understand, not just to respond. This involves giving your full attention, acknowledging the other person's points, and reflecting back what you've heard to ensure clarity and show that you value their perspective. Number 3, clarify misunderstandings. Many conflicts arise from misunderstandings. So clarify your intentions and understand others' perspectives without assuming malice or negligence. Asking open-ended questions can ultimately help you uncover underlying issues that lead to mutual understanding. Next, focus on interests, not positions. Instead of clinging to your position, try to understand the underlying interest. Why does a committee member insist on a particular methodology? Understanding their academic or practical interests can lead to solutions that satisfy all parties. And lastly, develop options together. You want to work collaboratively to find solutions. This can involve brainstorming sessions where both parties contribute to the ideas that address the interests and concerns raised during the discussion. Agree on a way forward. Once you've identified potential solutions, agree on a way forward that is acceptable to both parties. This agreement should be clear and include specific actions that will be taken. So let's go over some role play scenarios. Scenario number 1 is a methodology disagreement. The graduate student says, I've noticed we have different views on the methodology for my study. Could we discuss your concerns further so I can understand your perspective better? Committee member, certainly. My main concern is that your current qualitative approach might not capture the extent of the variables in question. Graduate student, I see your point. Do you think integrating some quantitative methods might help address these concerns? Committee member, yes, that could provide a more balanced view. So let's outline how you could incorporate those methods more effectively. Scenario number 2, a missed deadline. The graduate student says, I apologize for missing the deadline on the latest chapter submission. I underestimated time needed for data analysis. Let's discuss how I can manage this schedule better. The committee member, I appreciate your honesty. Let's look at your current timeline and make some adjustments to ensure that you have adequate time for each phase of your work. Scenario number 3, feedback understanding. The graduate student says, last time we met, I felt a bit overwhelmed by the feedback and I'm not sure I fully understand all of your points. Could we go through them once more so I can make sure I address them correctly in my revisions? The committee member, of course, let's walk through the feedback together. I'll try to be more specific this time to help guide your revisions. Each of these scenarios shows how approaching conflict with a mindset geared towards understanding and collaboration can transform potentially negative experiences into constructive ones. For those who find themselves frequently encountering conflicts in your dissertation processes, remember that Writers ER provides specific tools designed to handle situations in academic settings. These tools include templates for communication, strategies for active listening, and guidelines for collaborative problem solving. These resources can empower you to handle conflicts more effectively, ensuring that your academic journey remains on a positive track. Remember, the goal of conflict resolution is not just to win an argument or to prove a point, but to find a solution that helps you to move forward with your research and maintains a healthy professional relationship with your committee members. With the right approach and mindset, you can ultimately turn conflicts into opportunities for growth and deeper understanding. So stay tuned as I continue to explore more aspects of navigating your PhD journey, equipped with the tools and strategies you need to succeed. So as we advance through our discussion on navigating the challenging yet rewarding path of completing a dissertation, A critical component is learning how to effectively utilize the expertise of your committee to enhance your work. Committee members are not just evaluators, they are invaluable resources, each person bringing a wealth of knowledge and experience that can profoundly impact the depth, rigor, and scope of your research. Your committee members have likely spent years, if not decades, contributing to their fields. They offer a treasure trove of insights from methodological expertise to theoretical knowledge that can elevate the quality of your dissertation. So, recognizing and tapping into this expertise is not just beneficial, it's essential for producing a piece of work that not only meets academic standards, but also pushes the boundaries of scholarly research. So let's talk about how to seek and apply committee insights. First, you want to identify their areas of expertise. And to do this, you want to begin by thoroughly understanding the specific areas of knowledge each member of your committee brings to the table. And to do this, you can review their publications, attend the lectures, and engage with their previous research to get a sense of their strengths and their interests. The next thing you want to do is to ask targeted questions. Once you understand their areas of expertise, craft questions that tap into that depth of knowledge. For example, if a committee member is renowned for their work in qualitative research, ask specific questions about enhancing the depth of your interviews or coding your data more effectively. The next thing you want to do is incorporate feedback thoroughly. When you receive feedback, take the time to consider how it can be integrated into your research. This might involve rethinking your methodology, incorporating new literature, or reanalyzing data. Reflect on each piece of advice and determine how it can serve your research goals. And the most important part of that is to communicate those changes and incorporations to that committee member. The next thing you want to do is to request specific guidance on challenges. If you encounter obstacles, discuss these openly with your committee members. Their experience can provide you with unique solutions that might not be evident from your perspective. The next thing is to maintain an open dialogue. Keep the lines of communication open. I can't state that enough. Regular updates and discussions about your progress can lead to ongoing advice and guidance, ensuring that you are consistently aligning your research with the highest scholarly standards. So let's go through some more scenarios. Scenario number 1, enhancing methodological rigor. A PhD candidate in social sciences was struggling with the reliability of her survey results. During a committee meeting, she presented her concerns and sought advice. One member, an expert in survey-based research, suggested a refined sampling strategy and recommended specific literature on survey design that significantly improved the candidate's approach. Scenario 2, theoretical framework expansion. In another instance, a candidate in literature was advised by a committee member to expand this theoretical framework to include post-colonial perspectives which were not initially considered. This suggestion not only broadened the scope of his analysis, but also opened up a richer dialogue within his dissertation about power dynamics and historical narratives. Scenario number 3, data analysis enhancement. A candidate in environmental science received feedback from her committee on statistical methods used in her analysis. One member who specializes in statistical modeling provided detailed feedback on the use of more sophisticated models that could better capture the complexities of environmental data. The candidate implemented these suggestions, leading to more robust findings, and which produced a stronger final dissertation. Scenario number 4, writing and structuring advice. A candidate was struggling with the organization of his chapters. His advisor recommended a unique structure that mirrored the iterative process of scientific discovery, which greatly enhanced the narrative flow and readability of the dissertation. Scenario number 5, integrating interdisciplinary insights. Finally, a candidate researching educational technology benefited immensely from her committee's suggestion to incorporate insights from both educational theory and computer science. This interdisciplinary approach enriched her dissertation, making it a comprehensive study that addressed both theoretical and practical aspects of technology and education. Each of these scenarios underscores how actively seeking and applying your committee's insights can transform your dissertation into work that is not only academically rigorous, but also innovative and comprehensive. For those of you seeking to deepen your understanding on how to effectively utilize the expertise of academic mentors, Writers ER provides additional resources and examples. Accessing our platform can help you explore methods for leveraging academic relationships to enhance your research and professional growth. We also offer guidance on how to foster these relationships throughout your academic journey, ensuring you maximize the benefits of the wealth of knowledge available to you. So as we continue to explore the multifaceted process of completing a dissertation, remember that your committee's expertise is a critical resource. Learning to effectively draw on this knowledge not only improves your work, but also prepares you for success in academia. So stay tuned as we dive into how you can present your research more effectively, ensuring your work is not just completed, but shines in the academic community. As we navigate through the various stages of achieving PhD approval and mastering dissertation committee dynamics, it is essential not to lose sight of the long-term benefits of these experiences. So one of the most significant of these is the opportunity to build a network for future opportunities. So I am going to share with you today and explore more about the enduring benefits of maintaining good relationships with their dissertation committee and the broader academic community post-graduation. And I'll share some key networking tips that can foster both academic and professional growth. So here are some of the benefits of maintaining good relationships post-graduation. Ultimately, graduating with a PhD is more than just an academic achievement. It's the beginning of a professional journey. The relationships you cultivate during your PhD can become pivotal in your future career. Committee members in particular often have extensive networks and can help open doors to postdoctoral positions, research opportunities, and even career placements in academia or industry. The continued support from these relationships can also provide you with a platform for collaboration on future projects, co-authoring papers, or participating in conferences. Furthermore, these mentors can offer invaluable advice as you navigate the early stages of your career, helping you make decisions that align with your long-term goals. Let's talk about some networking tips for academic and professional growth. Number 1, stay connected. After graduation, make an effort to stay connected with your committee members and peers. This can be through academic social networks like ResearchGate or LinkedIn, or by attending alumni events and academic conferences. Regular updates, even if just a few times a year, can keep you on their radar for opportunities that arise. Number 2, express gratitude. A simple thank you note or an email expressing gratitude for their guidance and support can go a long way in maintaining a positive relationship. Acknowledge their impact on your academic journey and update them on your progress and achievements. People remember those who appreciate their efforts, and this can lead to more recommendations and introductions. Number 3, engage in collaborative work. Look for opportunities to collaborate with your mentors and peers from your PhD days, whether it's co-authoring research papers, developing joint proposals for grants, or organizing panels at conferences. Collaborative work not only strengthens relationships, but also enhances your professional profile. Number 4, offer help. Networking is a two-way street. Offer your expertise and help to your mentors and peers whenever possible. This could be in the form of peer reviewing their work, providing data they may need, or even volunteering for initiatives they are involved in. By being helpful, you can cement your relationship and build a reputation as someone who is reliable and supportive. Number 5, expand your circle. While it's important to maintain relationships with your dissertation committee and peers, also look to expand your network beyond them. This can be achieved by actively participating in broader academic or professional groups related to your field. So engage in discussions, contribute to newsletters, or take on roles in these organizations. So let's do some role playing and networking scenarios. Scenario number 1, academic conference encounter. Imagine running into one of your committee members at a conference. Instead of just saying hello, share a specific update about how their advice helped you in a recent project, or discuss a recent paper they published that you found insightful. This shows that you value their work and are engaged in their field. Scenario number 2, LinkedIn connection. When connecting with a former peer or professor on LinkedIn, personalize your invitation with a brief message. Mention a memorable aspect of your collaboration or express interest in their current work. Once connected, comment on their posts and share relevant articles to keep the interaction going. Scenario number 3, email to a former mentor is another example. Send an email updating a former mentor about a recent achievement in your career that their guidance helped you to attain. Express your gratitude and inquire about their current project, showing genuine interest in their work. By actively engaging in these ways, you not only maintain meaningful relationships, but also create a supportive network that can propel your academic and professional journey forward. Ultimately, leveraging Writers ER for networking growth can be valuable to you. So for those of you who are looking to enhance your networking skills further, Writers ER offers tools and resources designed to help you leverage relationships effectively. Accessing our platform can provide you with more examples, strategies, and methods for developing robust professional network that supports your career goals. So as we wrap up this section, remember that the relationships you build during your PhD are not just the duration of your dissertation. They are potentially lifelong professional relationships that can offer support, opportunities, and collaboration for so many years to come. So stay tuned as I continue to explore ways to maximize your academic endeavors and career prospects in this exciting journey. So as we approach the culmination of our journey through mastering the art of dealing with dissertation committees and leveraging their expertise, we arrive at a critical milestone: preparing for the final presentation of your dissertation. This next segment in our conversation is designed to arm you with strategic preparation tips and effective presentation techniques tailored to meet and exceed the expectations of your academic committee. So let's dive into the detailed strategies that will prepare you for this pivotal moment in your academic career. So let's talk about the importance of understanding committee expectations. The first step in your final preparation is to thoroughly understand what your committee expects from your dissertation presentation. Each member may have different criteria and focus areas, so it's vital to tailor your presentation to address these very expectations effectively. Review their feedback throughout the research process. Note any recurring themes or concerns that they have raised and be ready to address these comprehensively during your presentation. So the next thing I want to talk about is anticipating committee questions. Anticipating the questions of your committee that your committee might ask can significantly influence your readiness and confidence. So reflect on the feedback received during your research and consider areas that have been contentious or particularly challenging. Prepare clear, concise responses and ensure you can discuss any aspect of your research in depth. This ultimately not only shows that you have a command over your work, but also your ability to engage in critical academic discussion. So let's talk about preparation strategies. You want to rehearse your presentation. Practice makes perfect, right? You've heard that many times, but I like to say perfect practice makes perfect. So you want to rehearse your presentation multiple times to where you can practice doing it right. If possible, do it in an actual room or on Zoom if that's where it's going to be, where you will present to get comfortable with the environment. Time your presentation to ensure it fits within the allotted time while also leaving space for unexpected questions or discussions. You want to also prepare visual aids wisely. You want to use visual aids to enhance your presentation, not overwhelm your audience. Next, you want to design clear professional slides that complement what you are saying. Each slide should serve a clear purpose, whether it's illustrating a point, showing data, or highlighting a quote from your research. Next up, you want to create a narrative. Build a compelling narrative around your research. Don't just present the facts and data. Tell a story of your research journey, including your challenges, your discoveries, and your conclusions. This approach will make your presentation more engaging and more memorable. You also want to tailor your content to your audience. Customize your presentation to fit the academic preferences of your committee. If they prefer detailed data analysis, be prepared with in-depth statistical discussions. If theoretical frameworks are crucial to them, highlight your application and understanding of these theories in your research. Next up, you want to prepare for technical issues. Always have a backup plan for technical issues. Bring copies of your presentation on different media, such as USB, email, cloud storage, and print out a hard copy of your slides to refer to in case of a failure. Next, we want to talk about different presentation techniques tailored to academic preferences. The first point on that is clarity and precision. You want to use clear and precise language when presenting. Avoid jargon unless it's common in your field, and even then, explain terms that might not be universally understood within your discipline. Next, you want to engage with your audience. Keep eye contact and monitor body language and cues from your committee. These nonverbal cues can ultimately guide you and adjust your pace, clarity points, and delve deeper into specific areas of your research. Address each member. You want to make it a point to address each committee member during your presentation. Refer to their specific feedback, acknowledge their contributions, and show how their input has shaped your research. Next up is confidence and composure. You want to present with confidence. Stand up straight, sit up straight, speak clearly, and maintain a calm demeanor. Your confidence can positively influence how your work is perceived and if you are perceived as an expert. You want to handle criticism gracefully. Be prepared to handle criticism or challenging questions gracefully. Show appreciation for the feedback and then respond thoughtfully and thoroughly. So, for those of you who may find this to be a challenge or may be seeking additional resources and guidance on final preparations and presentation techniques, Writers ER offers tools and consultative services designed to prepare you for this crucial phase. Accessing our resources can provide you with deeper insights and personalized strategies for effectively presenting your dissertation. So as we close this part of our conversation today, remember that the final presentation is not just a formality, but a significant opportunity to showcase the depth and value of your research. It's your moment to demonstrate the rigors of your work and the scholarly value it contributes to your field. So stay tuned as I continue to explore the strategies to help you succeed in your academic endeavors and beyond. So let's talk about how to handle the defense day. Welcome to the climax of our guide on securing a PhD approval and mastering your dissertation committee interactions. Today, we are going to continue in this conversation and tackle one of the most pivotal moments in any doctoral candidate's journey, defense day. This is the day that you present and defend your research findings before your committee. It's a test not only to your work, but also to your resolve and preparation. So let's explore how you can handle this day with poise and confidence, effectively addressing any unexpected questions and challenges that may come up your way. You want to stay composed. The key to maintaining composure during your dissertation lies in thorough preparation and a calm, collective mindset. Here's how you can do that. Visualization. In the days leading up to your defense, spend time visualizing the process. Imagine yourself entering the room, presenting your research, handling questions with confidence, and successfully defending your dissertation. This mental rehearsal can ultimately help reduce anxiety and increase your psychological readiness. Next, deep breathing. Practice deep breathing exercises to manage stress. Before you begin your presentation, take deep breaths to center yourself. This will help steady your nerves and sharpen your focus. Confidence and preparation. Remind yourself of all the hard work you've put into your dissertation. You know your topic better than anyone else in the room. Your deep engagement with your research material is your strongest ally in maintaining confidence throughout the defense. Next up, dress for success. Choose comfortable, professional attire for a defense day. Feeling good about how you look can boost your confidence and help you project authority and composure. Despite thorough preparation, unexpected questions or challenges can arise during your defense. Here's how to handle them gracefully. One tip is to pause before responding. If posed with a challenging question, it's perfectly acceptable to take a moment to think before you respond. This pause allows you to gather your thoughts and demonstrates that you are considering the question seriously. Clarify if needed. If a question is unclear, ask for clarification. This not only ensures that you understand the question correctly, but also gives you additional time to formulate your response. Acknowledge the complexity. If you don't know the answer, it's better to acknowledge the question than to guess. You can say something like, "That's an interesting point, and I haven't considered it in depth. It's certainly something that I would like to explore further." Then you can bridge back to further research. Try to relate difficult questions back to your research finding or to the literature you have reviewed. This shows that you can connect theoretical or unexpected questions to your research framework. You also want to stay positive and open. Maintain a positive demeanor and express openness to suggestions, showing that you value the committee's input and are willing to consider their perspectives can turn a challenging moment into an opportunity for demonstrating your professionalism and dedication. Here are some practical tips for the actual defense day. Arrive early. Get to the venue or online early to set up and ensure that all equipment works correctly. This also gives you time to acclimate to the environment and settle any last-minute jitters. Bring backup materials. Have extra copies of your dissertation and presentation, as well as any necessary backups for technology. Being prepared for any logistical issues will keep you calm and ready to focus on your defense. Hydrate and nourish. Bring water to keep hydrated and have a good meal before your defense. Avoid heavy meals that might keep you sluggish and opt for something light and energizing. Engage your audience. Throughout your presentation, make eye contact, use gestures effectively, and modulate your voice to maintain engagement. This not only keeps your audience interested, but also helps you to feel more in control. For those of you seeking additional preparation for a defense day, Writers ER offers a range of resources, including mock defense sessions and expert advice. These services are designed to simulate the defense experience, giving you a platform to practice your presentation and responses in a realistic setting. Engaging with our experts can provide you with valuable feedback and strategies to improve your performance, ensuring that you are as prepared as possible for the big day. Ultimately, handling your defense with poise is about preparation, practice, presence. So by utilizing these strategies, you can transform what may seem like an intimidating ordeal into a showcase of your scholarly prowess and dedication. So stay tuned as I continue to guide you through every step of your academic journey, ensuring you are equipped not only to meet but exceed the expectations of your academic and professional endeavors. So as we draw near to the conclusion of our conversation today on securing PhD approval and effectively managing your interactions with dissertation committee members, let's take a moment to recap the vital strategies that we have discussed and reinforce the significant benefits of applying these approaches to your academic journey. This is not just about getting through your defense, it's about excelling in it and setting a strong foundation for your future academic and professional endeavors. So, the first thing we talked about was the importance of understanding committee dynamics. We began by emphasizing the importance of understanding the backgrounds and interests of your committee members. Recognizing their academic passions and aligning your presentation with these interests can ultimately serve to make a substantial difference in how your work is being received. Then we talked about effective communication. We discussed the critical role of adapting your communication style to match the personalities of your individual committee members. This personalized approach can greatly enhance the clarity and the effectiveness of your interactions, ensuring that your ideas are understood and also well received. Then we talked about preparation for the defense. Preparation is key from anticipating questions to rehearsing your presentation. We explore various techniques to ensure that you are ready to face any challenge that come your way, from technical difficulties to unexpected questions. Then we talked about the importance of utilizing expertise. Leveraging the vast knowledge and experience of your committee members can not only improve your dissertation, but also deepen your understanding of the subject matter. We provided strategies for engaging with your committee members in a way that encourages them to offer constructive feedback and guidance. We also talked about building a supportive network. The relationships that you build now can open doors to future collaborations and opportunities. We discussed how to maintain these relationships post-graduation and how to use them to foster both academic and professional growth. And then we talked about handling defense day. We covered the crucial aspects of handling your defense day with grace, ultimately staying composed, addressing unexpected questions effectively, and utilizing practice presentation techniques are all pivotal to your success. Each of these strategies offers unique benefits that extend beyond just surviving your dissertation defense. They are about thriving in a challenging academic environment and laying a robust foundation for your future career. By understanding and adapting to committee dynamics, you are ensuring that your research is presented in the most favorable light. Effective preparation and presentation not only boosts your confidence, but also enhances the persuasiveness. Moreover, building a strong network and leveraging the expertise around you can propel your academic and professional career forward long after your PhD is complete. Now, as we encapsulate the wealth of information and strategies discussed today, it's important to remember that you don't have to navigate this journey alone. Writers ER is equipped with resources, expert advice, and personalized consultation services designed to prepare you for every aspect of your PhD journey, from initial research to final defense. We encourage you to visit our website to explore the extensive resources we offer. Check out our detailed guides, case studies, and specialized services. And most importantly, if you're looking for tailored guidance, schedule a consultation with one of our experts. Our team is dedicated to providing personalized support that addresses your specific challenges and goals, ensuring that you have all the tools you need to succeed. So, as we conclude this conversation today, take the first step towards transforming your PhD experience. Visit writerser.com to learn more about how our services can help streamline your journey to PhD approval and beyond. Schedule your consultation today and unlock the full potential of your academic endeavors. Remember, with the right preparation and support, you can not only meet the expectations of your dissertation committee, but you can exceed them, setting the stage for a successful and fulfilling academic career. So thank you for joining me on this comprehensive exploration today. I am excited to be a part of your academic journey and look forward to helping you achieve excellence every step of the way. Thank you so much. So as we wrap up this guide, this conversation on securing PhD approval and mastering your interaction with dissertation committee members, I want to take a moment to express my sincere gratitude to all of you who are joining me through this enlightening journey. Your engagement and dedication to enhancing your academic skills truly make this all worthwhile. So if you found value in this series and you are eager for more insights and strategies to thrive in your academic and professional life, please consider subscribing to our channel. Your support enables us to continue creating content that empowers you on a path to success. Don't forget to click the bell icon so you never miss out on our latest videos designed to help you navigate the complex world of academia with confidence and expertise for personalized guidance and resources tailored to your specific needs. Visit writerser.com. Our team is ready to assist you with expert advice and strategies to make your academic journey as smooth and as successful as possible. Thank you once again for watching, and until next time, keep pushing the boundaries and exploring the depths of your potential. Have a great one.